Hi guys, welcome back. So today I have this really, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a cool tone, mauve tone, glam, drugstore, photo-friendly makeup tutorial. So basically, this is one of my favorite looks to do. I love these like purple taupe mauve tone shades. It's one of my favorite go-to looks. I think it's really pretty if you're going out, maybe for like a birthday or a party, or you want to just be extra and go to class like me. Even for prom, I think this look would be really, really beautiful. There's two really great things about this. One, I used all of my favorite drugstore makeup products. Well, most of my favorites, of course. And two, these products are perfect for flash photography. So if you are taking pictures with friends or professional pictures, these products are going to look beautiful. They're not going to give you that white cast. Been there, done that. It's not a good look. I know what it's like, and these products just look beautiful. I've tested them out with my phone, with my camera, with flash, in the dark, in the light. So these products are going to look beautiful regardless of who takes your pictures with what camera. So you don't have to worry about looking crazy if somebody takes your picture with flash. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Please feel free to leave me more of your favorite products that you love whenever you're taking pictures, because I have so many favorite products that I really love. They're so beautiful when you apply them, and then when somebody flashes and takes the picture, it's like, oh my gosh, it looks like a hot mess. Trust me, I have a lot of products like that, and I have a lot of pictures where it's like, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to grab a snack, and let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we're jumping into brows first. I'm first going to be taking the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. I have this one in the shade Deep Brown. I actually really love this. I just used this a few days ago, and I'm really impressed with the formula. I really like it. So this is what it looks like, very similar to the Anastasia Brow Definer. Wet n Wild also has a brow definer as well. It just has a really nice angled tip versus traditional brow pencils that are a little bit just more pointed at the end. I'm taking this and I'm just going to outline my brows, following along with my natural shape as always. To fill in the rest of my brows, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Full On Lock On Liner in Brow Cream. I love this. I used this a few months back, wasn't a fan of it, repurchased it, and maybe I got a dud back then because I actually really like it now. It's a really great formula, and I have this one in the shade Medium Brown. So I'm going to just go ahead and fill in the rest of my brows. And to do this, I'm using my favorite brush from e.l.f. It's the duo-ended brush. It comes with a spoolie on one end, and it's just a really tiny little angle on the other. This is like $2 or $3, and it's literally amazing. It's all I use to fill in my brows. I absolutely love it. To go ahead and clean up my brows, I'm using my NYX Full Coverage Concealer, one of my all-time faves. I've been using this for years, and I just take this with a flat shader brush, and this one is from BH Cosmetics. I got it in the Dot collection, one of my favorite little brush kits. I'm just going to basically take this and clean up the outer edges of my brows. This product for me is also going to act as a 2-in-1 as an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to just take this and apply it all over my lid. I love using concealer because it really cancels out any discoloration that you have on your lids, which is why I personally really love it. So I'm going to take this and drag it down on my lid, and then I'm going to blend it out with my LA Girl Pink Beauty Sponge. Okay, so for shadows, I'm going to be using the Carli Bybel Deluxe palette. I love this palette. It is beautiful. I don't know why a lot of people don't talk about this, because it's literally amazing. You get so many shadows, beautiful highlighters, which you can actually also use as shadows, and vice versa, and I just adore this palette. So I'm going to actually start off with this cream shade right here, and I'm going to use that to set my concealer on my lid. So I'm using my favorite brush. This one is from e.l.f. It's the Flawless Concealer Brush. It is amazing. e.l.f. has really great brushes if you need some good brushes and you're on a budget. Or if you're not on a budget and you just want good brushes. Picking up this shade right here, it's like a taupey light purple shade. I'm going to take that and apply it into my crease as a neutral blending shade. Oh, almost forgot. I'm actually going to also apply some tape on the outer edges of my eyes because I really want a really clean edge. And I'm going to just take the tape, apply it to the back of my hand a few times, and then just apply it right on the outer corner of my eye. To do this, I'm just using a NYX blending brush. I'm going to take that shade and really buff it into the crease. When you're doing your transition color, you don't really have to be super neat with it. You can just take it back and forth all over your lid, in the inner part of your crease, outer part of your crease, just pretty much everywhere, and keep it just a little bit slightly below your brow bone. Picking up a different brush, this is a Morphe M573. It's like a really nice fluffy white-haired blending brush. I'm taking the shade right next to it, which is more of a deeper purple. I'm going to take that and I'm going to start blending that in the outer part of my crease. I love the tape because I feel like it really gives you like that really sharp cat eye effect on the outer corner. These these shadows are super easy to blend, and a little bit goes a long way. With a clean blending brush, this one is from Wet n Wild, I'm just going to take that with no product on it and just run that right in my crease to blend out any harsh edges as I go. And I'm dipping into this deeper purple color. I'm gonna take that and really concentrate it on the outer part of my crease. So basically with this look, I want the inner corner to be the brightest and then the outer corner to be the darkest. So I want it to be kind of like a gradient. When doing this, I'm being so gentle with the shadow because like I said, it's so pigmented, and I'm basically just kind of flicking it out on the outer part and then gradually building it up to get it to be as dark as I want. And with that same brush, I'm just dipping into this brown, and I'm gonna also mix that with the purple and do the same thing. Picking up a flat shader brush. This one is from Urban Decay. I love this one. It came with my Naked palette. I'm going to be taking this really beautiful, like taupey, sort of light purpley color. It's so pretty. I'm going to take that, dip my brush in here, and then I'm going to spray my brush because I really want that to pop a little bit. I'm going to use my Milani Make It Dewy setting spray. To do this, I really like to use packing motions and then very lightly start rubbing the eyeshadow. Just to really make it pop a little bit more, what I'm going to do is as I'm dipping in here, I'm also going to take like a little tiny bit of this shade right in here. It's like a highlighter color. And doing this together kind of just really makes the shadow a little bit more iridescent. I like to stop with this shade right on the center of my lid. There's always one eye for me that looks different than the other. That's my life with makeup. One side always looks different, but what ifs? We're just going with it. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to just tightline my upper lash line. I really don't like doing this on camera. I think it's really creepy. I know for some people it's kind of just weird to look at, but I'm going to do it because I think it's super important, especially if you're using falsies. I'm just taking the LA Girl Glide On Gel Pencil Liner, and this one's in the shade Very Black. You can get LA Girl at Walgreens, a lot of different drugstores. I always get my LA Girl products though at Ulta, so I'm going to just take this and just line that upper rim. I'm going to coat my lashes with a new favorite mascara of mine. This is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Really lengthens your lashes, volumizes. I love it. This is what the wand looks like. It's just really amazing, and this is like less than $5. Like this literally lengthens my lashes, and I have very short lashes. I'm gonna go in with falsies today. I'm using these Vegas Cine Eyelure Grand Glamour lashes, one of my all-time favorites, with my favorite lash glue, of course. Alright, so now I'm gonna just wait for my lash glue to dry and move into skin. I always get questions down below in the comments asking, where do you store your lashes when you let the glue dry? I literally just put them on the case like this and kind of just let them sit there for a little bit while they dry, and then I just pop them on. I'm first going to start off by priming with the Kokie Smooth and Glow Hydrating Foundation Primer. I really like this just to really smooth out my skin, kind of just like as a really nice base. This doesn't really do much for me as far as like mattifying or anything with the skin. It's literally just a really nice smoothing primer. It'll prolong your makeup and it just feels really good on the skin, so that's why I really like it. In between my brows is where it usually always gets oily for me, so I'm going to go in with the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer. You can find this at Target. Absolutely love this primer. You just need like a smidge. A little bit goes a long way, and I'm going to just literally focus this right on my forehead because that's where I need it the most. Sometimes right here gets a little oily as well, but lately not so much. For foundation, I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Matte HD Longwear Matte Foundation. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I talked about this in my drugstore favorite products video, and literally this is a beautiful matte finish, not drying, just absolutely stunning. I think if you have combo or super oily skin, you will love this. It lasts so long and it just looks so beautiful. So I have this one in the shade 675 Medium Beige. Can we just also talk about the packaging? I adore it. It's amazing. So I'm gonna just apply this with my Kokie 618 foundation brush. Also has really great coverage. Like, I just don't have anything bad to say about the foundation. Do you see how quickly that literally blended in? Like I blended that into my skin in like less than a minute. For concealer, one of my newer favorites has been the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. This is amazing. I just absolutely love it. Like, so good. And again, with the packaging, I love drugstore packaging lately. I feel like it's super high-end, very luxurious, and I just love how it's affordable. So you can get Flower Beauty at Walmart or Ulta. I'm taking my LA Girl sponge, which I love. You guys know this, and I'm going to just blend everything out. I'm going to use a little bit more because I feel like I need a little bit extra coverage. Has great coverage. I would say it's really good medium coverage. It's not as intense as like a Tarte Shape Tape, but it's really, really close, especially once you build it up. That's why I really like it. And when you layer it, it doesn't get cakey or dry. It's just, it's perfection. I love it. To blend out sort of the inner corners, I'm going to just use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. Okay, so then for powder, I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. I love this. I really don't like the packaging, but I love the product so much that I just don't even care because it's so, so good. So I'm taking a different translucent powder lid and I'm going to just apply that powder in here just because it's easier for me. I'm going to also take it and apply it where I applied the concealer. To set the rest of my face, I'm going in with the Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder. I really love this because it's super smooth on the face and it doesn't give you a really nasty like white powder residue. It's just a really great smoothing setting powder. And this one is just in the shade Translucent. I'm going to just very lightly dust this on my cheeks because I want everything to go on super smooth over top. You guys already know to do this, my favorite brush is the Wet n Wild P70. It's just such a good brush. I love it. And it really does pack on the powder really, really nicely. So I like to kind of press the powder in and then just like blend it out like that. I am literally a mess, you guys. I really wanted to do winged liner and I popped on my lashes already and I'm kind of like, Jasmine, what's going on here? I'm like missing steps to my makeup. I'm gonna do just a really tiny little line and I'm gonna be using my Flower Beauty Style Eyes liquid liner, and this one is just in the shade Onyx, which is just the black, and I'm gonna do a wing because I feel like I need it. Surprise, surprise, my wings came out way too dramatic, more dramatic than what I originally wanted, but you know, I messed up a few times and we're just gonna move on. So I'm actually gonna just finish up my lower lash line and I'm basically gonna use the same colors that I used in my crease just to smudge everything out and make it look a little bit more intense. So I'm first gonna start off by just picking up this shade right on the end here. I'm gonna use a definer brush from Morphe. This is one of my favorite brushes for the lower lash line because it really allows you to press and define your shadow really, really nicely. So this is the Morphe M432. I really wanna focus the darker shade on the outer part. So I'm going to take that and really just press it in. Then with a Morphe E18, I'm going to use the same shade and a little bit of the other lighter purple that I used earlier, and I'm going to smudge that out and really smoke it out. Then with the same LA Girl Glide On Gel Pencil Liner that I was using earlier, I'm going to use this to line my waterline. Girl, I feel like I'm going to prom. This is so dramatic. Oh my gosh. For my bottom lashes, I'm using the Maybelline Lash Discovery Mini Brush Mascara. I love this one because it does have a mini brush, so it's really perfect for really coating and lengthening your bottom lashes. And you can't forget those, especially with a dramatic look like this. For the inner corner, I'm going to be using this white shade right here. It's a really intense white, so I like that because it really brightens up the area. So I'm going to use a really tiny little pencil brush. This is a Sigma E30. I'm going to dip my brush into the shadow and spray it for that really vibrant pop. With just a little bit, I'm also going to take that and apply it on my brow bone. Okay, so then to contour and bronze, I'm first going to start off with the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I just discovered this. I know I'm like super late, but I didn't know that they had deeper shades until recently. So I got this one in the shade Deep, and I literally am obsessed with this. I love the way it smells. You guys know it smells amazing, and the shade is perfect for me. Like, I love this for bronzing. You could even use it for contouring. It's just a really great color in general. So I'm going to just use an e.l.f. pointed powder brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and bronze the skin. To do a little bit of contouring, I'm actually going to use my Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. I really like the Butter Bronzer for contouring. You can totally use it, but I want something a little bit more cool tone. So I'm going to just pick up this shade right in the center in here. And I'm going to take my LA Girl 104 brush just to lightly chisel out my cheeks. For blush, I've been loving this Catrice Strobing blush, and this one is in the shade Mrs. Amber Brown. It's literally perfection. It's like a really nice bronzy toned. There's a bunch of different shades in here, and there's kind of like a shimmer strip in here, but it's so pretty on the cheeks. I love it. So I'm going to just apply this right to the apples of my cheeks using a stippling brush from TJ Maxx. To go ahead and set my brows, I'm going to be using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Espresso. So something that I learned from Amrezy, because I follow her on Instagram, she likes to set her face and then highlight, just to make the highlight appear more vibrant, more intense. I know a lot of people don't like an intense glow, so it's totally optional and it's your personal preference. This is just how I like it. So I'm going to just spray my face with my Milani Make It Dewy setting spray. I like this because it adds just a little bit of glow to your skin, makes your makeup last, but it doesn't make it look oily. Okay, so then I'm going to just go ahead and highlight, and I'm actually just going to be using my Anastasia A23 brush. I'm going to use the highlighters in the Carli Bybel palette. I'm going to mix it with this and a little bit of this. With my finger, I'm just taking the highlighter and kind of applying it right down the bridge of my nose. For lips, I'm first starting off by just lining them with the L'Oreal Riche Color Matte Lip Liner, and this one is in the shade 110. To top that off, I'm using the e.l.f. Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Blushing Rose. These are amazing, really long wearing, super comfortable, and I love the applicator that it has, so get this liquid lipstick and then just thank me later. And Ulta now has e.l.f., which is also a plus, so just get it. Alright, I'm going to set my makeup one last time because I'm literally obsessed with the setting spray. Alright guys, so that completes this makeup look. What do you think? I personally love this look. And this eyeshadow palette, I cannot say enough good things about it. I definitely think you guys need it in your life if you don't own it already. It's so, so beautiful. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. I hope you are all doing well. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in a few days in my next one. Bye.